Yo, 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 what is up, guys? I decided to go live. You know what? I'm going to try go live right now. I'm at home. I wanted to do a video, and I said, you know what? I'll just do this live. So I'm going to have this live. So for tomorrow morning here in America, this video will already be in the air, and whoever is interested in Italy in the Euros 2020 can watch this and can maybe see what they can expect. And I wonder who we get here live at this time. So let's get into this. All right. So Italy, Turkey, Friday, first game of the tournament. It should be a lot of fun. It should be pretty awesome. I can't wait for it. So the starting 11 we're expecting from Italy is going to look something like this. You're going to have Donnarumma in goal, 4-3-3 with a tight 3 in the middle and a large wide 3 in the front. You have Spinazzola most likely going to be starting on the left, Chiellini, Bonucci, the pair in the middle. Florenzi most likely starting on the right. In the middle, we have Jorginho as the central midfielder, playmaker. Yeah, he's definitely going to be starting. Then you have Barella on the right side of him, center right. And then you're going to have Locatelli, who is playing instead of Verratti. Verratti injured right now, so we can't really. So we're not expecting to see Verratti. It's going to be most likely Locatelli, Verratti. We're saving him for later on. Attacking left, you have Insigne on the wing. Then you're going to have Immobile. Most likely, I think Immobile is going to be the player that we're going to see the most in that position. I don't think there's going to be much turnover. Now, this is a prediction, and I can't really be sure about this, but I think that Immobile is going to be pretty much, as they say in Italian, il titolare, in the starting 11. And then you're going to maybe see Belotti come in the last 20 minutes. If Italy qualify early, you might see Belotti in the third game. But pretty much what I know for sure is that this is what the starting 11 really looks like. And that's what Mancini is going to be using most of the time. And then he's going to make variations of this. So, well, Verratti is not there. Locatelli is in instead. And then you have the Berardi here. Now, Berardi, it could be Chiesa, it could be Berardi. I think Berardi right now is just in front of Chiesa from what I'm seeing, from what we've been seeing Mancini do. And I think Berardi is going to be the guy here on the left, on the right. Again, Chiesa is a player that is going to be coming in on maybe. Who knows? Maybe Chiesa can kind of make his way through because Chiesa he's a top player. So he can either come in for Berardi or for Insigne. It can be one of the two. Hey, what's up, Arnab? What do you think about Emerson? Yeah, Emerson is also going to be a very good option coming in there for Spinazzola. Emerson, a player that runs up and down, line to line kind of left back. So yeah, it's definitely a good number 2 or number 3 or number 1 so yeah, for sure Emerson is going to be very useful to this team. Chiesa should start over Berardi. Well, right now Berardi just stole his spot. Right now Berardi is the guy that is in front, and he won it with goals and assists and decisive plays. That's why right now Berardi is in front of Chiesa. But let's look at how basically Mancini sets his team up pretty much. So you got this 4-3-3. You have a tight 3 in the middle. And then you have the offensive line. So let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. First of all, the first thing about Mancini and his way of football is a very possession style of football, very technical, trying to have most of the possession of the ball. So you're going to see a lot of plays on the ground, a lot of nice little network of passes coming in and out, triangles, squares, and all this kind of stuff. And Donnarumma is a player that loves to play from the back. He loves to play ball to feet. So, of course, Donnarumma is going to be having a player like Donnarumma pretty much means that most of what Italy is going to do is start from the back, then maneuver the ball all the way to the front. Bonucci is, that is his specialty pretty much, to be able to be a playmaker from the back. So now you have Donnarumma, Bonucci, two players that are very good at doing that. Chiellini, obviously a player that is not really well known for being that kind of player, but he's mostly known for being a defender, like a real defender, physical, a little bit ugly here and there. So you can definitely expect the football from the back. Then you have Jorginho, very technical. He also likes to play very short. So you're going to see a very short football. You're going to see a very compact Italy, but is going to play very short football. And it's going to be quite interesting. It's going to be quite interesting. I'm trying to get this ball here. Hold on. Let me just fix this. Why doesn't it give me the ball? Hold on, guys. I want that ball right away. Why does it not give me that ball? Whatever. We'll use that as the ball. Okay. Let's get back to where we were. So let's see. Czech Republic. Let's see what you guys are saying. Chiesa should start instead of Berardi. Czech Republic match puts Berardi in top. Yeah. But even before that, Berardi was already got that spot before that. How far will Italy go in the Euros? We'll talk about that. Yeah, let's just focus on the tactics for now. All right, let's get back to the tactics. Okay, so the black dot is the ball. So now you're going to expect Italy to play this short game starting from the back. Jorginho basically creating this diamond. If you can see, this is a diamond here between Donnarumma, Chiellini, Bonucci, and Jorginho. That is a modern way of interpreting football. That is something that is very new, that maybe started in the wake. You can't say started in the wake of Guardiola, but Guardiola kind of inspired this thing about starting from the back and then having a goalkeeper that doubles up pretty much as a playmaker, as your last line playmaker. So this diamond here is going to be a diamond that is very important in the way Italy builds. And then you have the outlets. You have Florenzi and Spinazzola. And then you have, let's start with the outlets, the fullbacks. So both Spinazzola and Florenzi are line-to-line fullbacks. Spinazzola definitely much more than Florenzi. Florenzi is probably a player that you can say is going to stop somewhere around here. But if needed, Florenzi can go all the way back. Now, I don't know if that's something Mancini is going to do. One thing about international football, national football, is that national football is a very fast-paced game, and it's a very kind of direct. It's kind of like a boxing match, and it kind of has to be that way because essentially, these are all knockout rounds. Each game is a sprint. In the league, in the Serie A, or in the Premier League, in La Liga, games are like marathons, right? You can start slowly, you can pick up pace in the middle, blah, 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 blah. But in tournaments, it's more, they're sprints. They're quick sprints, and you got to get the win. You got to get the result. So this is something that I'm not sure what Mancini is going to do, whether or not he's going to ask Florenzi to play all the way down to the line, or whether he's going to ask Florenzi to stop. But I know for sure Spinazzola is going to double up as the fourth striker, because that's Spinazzola's style of football. He's very effective in this area, very effective also defensively. Spinazzola is quite the complete player, a player that can play the whole line from the first position to the middle position to the final position here. And Spinazzola has very good feet in this area, very dangerous, always creating space, dribbles, always creating chaos. And then that tandem of Insigne, and basically we're going to get to Insigne in a second, and we're going to talk about Insigne's relationship with Spinazzola in a technical way, is very important. So I expect Spinazzola to be the more offensive fullback, while Florenzi is going to be the more conservative fullback. But again, because this is international football, it could be both of them. It could be both of them going all the way up and both of them creating those overlaps with, for example, Florenzi with Berardi here and Spinazzola with Insigne there. Now, we'll see. We'll see what Mancini does. This is something that I can't say for sure what he will do there. But for sure, we know for sure Spinazzola is going to double up as a striker pretty much. All right. So, okay, we've spoken about the goalkeeper, his role in how the team builds, Chiellini's role, Bonucci's role, who's going to be central, Jorginho, who's going to be central, Florenzi outlet on the right, Spinazzola outlet on the left. Now let's talk about Barella and Locatelli. So basically these two players here, both of these players act as box-to-box midfielders. Okay, so both Locatelli and Barella are going to act as box-to-box midfielders. So you're going to see them all the way into that box when needed, and you're going to see them all the way into their own box when they have to defend. While, for example, Jorginho is not a box-to-box midfielder. Jorginho is always going to roam somewhere here, always as the midfield reset button, right? Jorginho is the player that guarantees stability, rhythm. So we're not going to see box-to-box from Jorginho. We're going to see pretty much Jorginho cover that central role and limit his movements. While Barella, Locatelli, instead, these are going to be players that you're going to see maybe everywhere. They're going to cover all the open spots when needed. They're going to be very important to how Italy plays. Now, let's talk about the feet of all these three players. One thing that Italy has that maybe we can say that Italy hasn't had in a very long time is a lot of technique in the midfield, a lot of very good feet. Locatelli, Jorginho, Barella, put Verratti in the mix too. Verratti, who should be the player that starts over Locatelli. So we're talking about players that are very good at not losing the ball, players that are very good pretty much at keeping the ball. So you're going to see a lot of pretty patterns with Italy. You're going to see Italy really dictate the tempo a lot of the times. Now, we're going to see whether or not they're going to be able to do that against Turkey, because Turkey is a team that is going to press. They're going to try and make Italy work for it. But this is the thing, guys. If you are very good technically and you know how to keep that rhythm in the midfield, you can literally slow down the game at pace, at walking pace, pretty much. It's all about being able to manipulate space, manipulate timing. And if you have the feet to do that and the intelligence to do that, you own the midfield. So this is something that we're going to see that is going to be very different from Italy's of the past. We're going to see a very midfield orientated Italy that I don't think we've seen ever, really. Ever since I was born and followed Italy, I cannot remember ever an Italy that played this style of football. Now, the Italy of Prandelli attempted to play this style of football, but again, in that period, the players we had, they did not have this kind of technique. They did not have this kind of approach. So it's going to be quite interesting to see Italy play football. Actually, a lot of people are going to be surprised because a lot of people do not expect Italy to play this way. They expect Italy to defend, catenaccio, and then hit at the counterattack. But this time, maybe for the first time since maybe 82, I was watching a lot of the highlights in 82, and I watched some of the games. 82, Italy played a very possession-based football. I remember I watched the game against Brazil, and they were very possession-based, and they slowed down the tempo, and they kept the ball, a million passes in a row. So this is the kind of football we're going to see from Italy. Now, again, If Italy faces opposition that pressures them, organized, and very high-tempo pressure, then check it out. Italy then would be forced to play that 1-2 touch game. And again, guys, look at the feet in this team. Barella, Jorginho, Locatelli, Verratti, Insigne, Spinazzola, Bonucci, Berardi, Florenzi, even Donnarumma, minus Chiellini. All of these players are capable of playing 1-2 touch football. So even if Italy needs to pick up the tempo, they have the technical ability to do that. They can play the intelligent 1-2 touch football. So for example, it's going to be a pretty good, theoretically, the starting 11 of Italy is a very strong technical team that potentially could go very far. Now, of course, on paper, everybody can win on paper. You have to win on the field on the day. So really what determines whether or not a team wins at the end of the day is going to be your brain, your head, your heart. Okay? The feet are there, guys. There, we have the feet there. Now, I know we have the brain too. We have the head, we have the feet, and we have the brain. What we don't know whether we have or not is the heart. Those are the three ingredients to win these big tournaments: the feet, the brain, and the heart. I know we have the feet. I know we have the brain. Do we have the heart? That's the question that we will find out. All right, so that's the midfield, Jorginho, Locatelli, Barella. So now let's look at Insigne, Immobile, Berardi, and how the offense works. Now, the offense is very interesting the way this works. You have Insigne that pretty much plays as a winger, really. He comes all the way down, and usually when Italy is going to defend, you know, this is what they're going to look like. A line of 4 right there and a line of 5. So Insigne is actually quite good at defending this space. He does it very well. He's done it very well in the Champions League. He's done it very well in Italy. He's done it very well against big teams. Now, is he good at stealing the ball from you? No, he's not. So definitely that's a weakness there when it comes to a player like Insigne. That's the first weakness I see when it comes to trying to penetrate Italy. Like, Insigne is not going to really steal the ball from you, but Insigne is very intelligent, and he can close the channels, and he can participate in the press, in the organized press that forces the team you're playing against to make mistakes. Berardi is a player that instead more physical. Maybe Berardi, sometimes you could think he should apply himself more when it comes to the press. So we will have to see whether or not he does that. Usually when it comes to the Italian national team traditionally applies this part of the game very well. They definitely press together in a very organized fashion. Traditionally, just like Brazil plays beautiful football, just like Spain plays beautiful possession football. When it comes to tradition and genetics, it just seems like as if these teams never change. So one thing you're going to know about Italy is that they are going to defend well. They are going to close down the spaces. And that's been something about Italy that has been in Italy's genes football-wise forever. Just like other countries have their own traditions and their own particular styles of play. So again, when it comes to the defensive aspect, we can expect Italy to take it very seriously and do it very professionally. But when it comes to the individuals, Locatelli, Jorginho, Barella, all players that defend very well, that can steal the ball, especially Locatelli, Barella, Jorginho in the middle there. He can put the foot in there, sometimes win a ball. Again, this is not a super defensive midfield, but Locatelli, Barella, Chiellini, Bonucci, Florenzi, Berardi, Spinazzola there. Those are all players that can press high and win the balls. Now, let's go back to the offensive aspect of the game. So, how is Italy going to function? Okay, Italy is going to play a lot of possession football. Let's talk about the chains now. So, Jorginho is going to be the player in the middle. Jorginho is going to be the player in the middle that is going to connect both chains. So the chain here on the left is going to be Insigne, Locatelli, Spinazzola. And then you're going to have Jorginho participate. So all this tandem here of 4 players, that's a lot of good feet, guys. That's a lot of good feet. So they're going to be capable to hold the ball and create chances for them. Again, will they have the heart to do it? Because we know Turkey traditionally is a team that has heart. For example, Turkey is traditionally a team that plays with heart. So when you play against teams that play with heart, it's difficult, even if they're technically not as good as you. So now Spinazzola is going to definitely do the overlaps. Spinazzola pretty much doubles up as a wing. Now Insigne, based on how he usually plays, he always comes in and basically becomes a number 10, mostly on this side. And then you're going to have Locatelli come in and do the inserimenti, the penetrations from this side or that side. So this is what your tandem is going to be, and then you're going to always have pretty much Immobile, who can be an outlet in the middle that can either be used to change ball from one side to the other, or the finalizer. Now Immobile, we'll talk about Immobile last. So let's just go with this side first. We'll see Insigne cut in. Insigne, he has his shot where he looks for that second post. He has also the assist where he looks for the player coming in from the other side. Insigne, very tricky player. He's got the dribbles. Spinazzola has the dribbles. Locatelli can dribble. Immobile can dribble. All 4 of these players can dribble. So this side here is pretty dangerous. Spinazzola, guys, for the players that don't really know Spinazzola, you're going to see what this player, let's put it this way. Spinazzola is like a lesser version of Cancelo. Okay, so look at Cancelo, and Cancelo is a very technical player. Spinazzola is kind of like him. Spinazzola may be better defensively, Cancelo better offensively, but they're almost there. You would almost like say Cancelo maybe just a hair better than Spinazzola, but that's the kind of player. So we're going to see a lot of action coming from this area. This is going to be quite entertaining to watch Spinazzola play if he plays the way he should play. Okay, so now let's look at the other side instead. Okay, so let's put everyone back where they are. So now we discussed about the chain on the left. Now let's discuss the chain on the right. All right. So again, you have Jorginho, who's going to be the connecting player of both chains. And here you're going to have Florenzi, the player overlapping, Berardi, the player that come in. Berardi a little bit different than Insigne, and I'll show you why. So this side is going to be quite different, actually, as far as offensive approach. Barella, a player also that can play the penetrations, that can go all the way through, a player that can play in this area and play short, one-touch, two-touch football. So both chains with either Locatelli, especially Verratti. Verratti, guys, is a top midfielder. So the chain on the chain on the left with Verratti, Insigne, and Spinazzola and Jorginho, we're talking about technically super high-level football. But again, guys, it doesn't matter if it's super high-level football. Remember, in these tournaments, it doesn't matter how much I hype Italy and how much I make it sound as if Italy is this super great team. Honestly, that shit does not matter. What matters in these tournaments is the heart. That's the only thing that really matters. Then, of course, you need the brain and the feet. And as I said, Italy has the brain, Italy has the feet. Will they have the heart? Okay, so let's go back to this side of the football field. So, Berardi. Berardi is going to be the striker. Now, Berardi is a player that can kind of do both, either go deep down the line. Berardi, a player that usually goes inside the box diagonally this way, or a player that you can see even down here, put it in the crosses. A player that can move here and use his left foot to shoot in. Both Insigne and Berardi playing in positions where their foot is in the opposing side. So Berardi, left footer, playing on the right. Insigne, right footer, playing on the left. So Berardi can also do what Insigne does, but Berardi maybe more solutions as far as where he tends to go and where he can go, while Insigne a little bit more predictable, but he does it with incredible intelligence, with incredible technique, so very difficult to stop. Insigne more difficult to stop than Berardi, even though Berardi is more dynamic. Insigne is very good at doing the things he knows how to do. All right, so this is what we can expect. And Florenzi, a player that usually is good at running into space for these kind of through balls here and then put in the crosses. You're not going to see Florenzi do what Spinazzola can do. For example, Spinazzola can come here, get the ball, stop, dribble, and create things here. Florenzi is a player that mostly plays in speed. He's not going to be the player that is going to stop, do a what you call it, a double scissor, create space for himself. He's going to be a player that is going to play in speed. He's going to do the one touch, cross in speed, and that's the way he plays. A player that runs the whole game, also a lot of quality. So if Mancini decides to play Florenzi that way, which I'm not sure yet, he might choose to play him a little bit backwards, more conservative to avoid the counterattacks. Okay, so that's what's going to pretty much be going on that side and this side. And then now let's just finish off with Immobile. Immobile. Okay, the target man. Immobile, a player that is pretty complete when it comes to being a target man. Maybe Immobile's biggest defect is that he's not a big, tall kind of target man. So when it comes to him being defended by big, tall defenders, kind of like a Van Dijk, for example, he can struggle there physically, but Immobile has the feet and he has the speed. So you will see Immobile bring the ball forward a lot with his speed. That is something that is part of his game. For example, some strikers will get the ball and they will lay it off and then they run into space. For example, that's something Inzaghi used to do. Like, this is here a difference in style in target man. For example, Inzaghi would come back here, get the ball, give it back to Locatelli, and go forward. Sometimes Inzaghi, even if he was running forward, he would give it to the player next to him, and he would just run by himself. Immobile, instead of player, is a player that if he does have space, he can run with the ball, and he can create space for himself. So in this general area, Immobile is good. He's good, and in Italy has shown it. Now we have to see if he can finally do it in the international stage. That has been one of the biggest parts of his career, that he hasn't been able to prove himself, and a lot of people criticize him because of it. Now, this is what I think about Immobile. The guy won the Golden Foot, the Golden Foot last year, that against all the other European strikers. Why should he feel the pressure? The guy should not feel the pressure, so hopefully he does not feel the pressure. Now, Immobile is a player similar to Insigne that can score, can find the goal, has incredible diagonals. Guys, Immobile's diagonals are incredible. He can find the bottom corner very easily. You know, he can do a run, then one touch, bottom corner down there. He is definitely an easy target to find and to feed off to. So Immobile is a very good striker to have at your disposal. Now, Italy's maybe weakness is that the next striker coming in does not have any experience at all. Actually, when it comes to the target man position, Italy is lacking a lot of depth. If you look at France, for example, you know, they have Mbappé, Giroud, Benzema, Griezmann. You know, those are four strikers of incredible level that play football every year at the highest levels, while Italy only has Immobile really that plays at the highest level, and that level is Lazio. So that's not even that high. We're talking about UEFA League kind of football. And then the next guy in line is Belotti, who's pretty much playing not to get relegated in Italy. And then the next guy is Raspadori, who just came out of the under-21. That's Italy's biggest weakness, is the striker position. Now, again, if we have Immobile for the whole tournament, I'm confident Immobile can get the job done even against the bigger teams. But if we lose Immobile, and we have to depend on Belotti, someone that this would be his first time playing at this levels here. I don't know. It's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. Well, but instead, when it comes to the wings, I'm very confident we're covered. We have Insigne, we have Bernardeschi, various talent, and the midfield has a lot of talent. So Immobile, a player that can score with the head, a player that can dribble 2-3 touches, look for the corner, a player that can shoot from outside of the box, a player that can play in this area here, look for the tap-ins, a player that can create the assist, a player that is capable of just playing with the midfielders. Immobile, a complete striker. Again, it's going to be up to him, his personality, and his heart to prove that he can do it in this stage too. So honestly, when you look at Italy's 11, maybe 13, 14, we have a top team, guys. Top team. The difference is that the other teams that we're facing, the bigger teams, it doesn't stop at 14. It keeps on going at 20, 26, and some even beyond the 26. If we talk about teams like France, for example, a team that pretty much the bench and the starting 11 are good enough to win the tournament. So that's the major difference of Italy and the other big teams. The depth is not really there, but if we don't need to rely on our depth, then Italy can go really far. So what the game that I'm expecting on Friday, I'm expecting a game where Italy is going to hold most of the ball, not as much as you're going to see if Verratti was there, but a team that is going to play football, a team that is going to impress a lot of people. A lot of people are going to be surprised because a lot of people will not expect Italy to play this way. Again, guys, this is a very different Italy from what we have ever seen. I'm not saying this is a better Italy. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying this is a different Italy. This is not the kind of Italy that we usually see. And let me finish with this, and then, guys, we're going to go to the comments and chat a little bit. I just want to be clear here about what I say. It sounds like I'm hyping Italy a lot. It sounds like I'm saying, yo, this team is the shit, etc. Well, first of all, this team is the shit, to be honest with you. I mean, this team could easily win the Serie A. This team could maybe even win a Champions League. Who knows, maybe. I don't know about that. But this team here is a very strong team. But the difference between, for example, this team and the team in 2006, all right, is this: that in 2006, when I looked at all the other teams and I looked at Italy, I saw Gigi Buffon. I was like, yo, Buffon is the best goalkeeper there is. At that period, he was the best goalkeeper there was. Remember, we're talking about 2006. Then the midfield, the defenders was Cannavaro, Nesta. Yo, in 2006, those were the two best defenders in the world then. So already the trio there in 2006, you have the three best in the planet playing together on the same team. Then on this side, you had Zambrotta. Well, Zambrotta was, if not the best, maybe the second best left. He was the best left back in 2006. He was the best right back there was. So again, in 2006, we had four positions already. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 players, the best players in the world in their respective positions. Then in 2006, who do we have? We had Gattuso. It's like, okay, Gattuso is the best defensive midfielder. It's either him or Makelele. Those were the two at that time. It was either him or him. So Italy now has 5 of the best players in the world. Okay, who was the other midfielder? Pirlo. Well, Pirlo is the best regista in the world because Xavi at that time hadn't yet become the Xavi we got to know. It was Pirlo at that time. It's like, okay, shit. Italy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 best players in the world playing in their respective positions in one team. And then on this side, you had Grosso, who great role player, and then you had Perotta, role player, very good, very strong. You had Camoranesi, very good and strong. You had Totti, one of the best, not the best, but one of the best. You had Del Piero, one of the best. So Italy in 2006 was a team that I could confidently say we have 6 of the best players, and then we have some of the players that are amongst the best, and then we have great role players. That's a winning team. I was very confident Italy was going to win in 2006. But I look at this team, and I can't say that about any of those players. That's the difference, okay? I don't think Donnarumma is the best goalkeeper. I don't think Chiellini is the best defender. I don't think Bonucci is the best defender. I don't think Florenzi is the best. I don't think Spinazzola is the best. Jorginho could be amongst the best in that position, maybe. Barella could be amongst the best in that position. Locatelli, I don't think is amongst the best. Insigne could be amongst the best in that position. Immobile, maybe more less than yes, more no than yes, amongst the best. Berardi, no, I wouldn't say he's amongst the best. Verratti, could he be one amongst the best? So we have a few amongst the best, and then but we don't have the best. So that's the big difference between this Italy and 2006 Italy. So, you know, I'm trying to keep it real as well as you go. So I'm expecting Italy to go far. I know they're much better teams. I always support Italy, guys. For me, when the international teams tournaments play, it's for me, it's like watching it's just like watching Milan. It's the same thing. I think Italy can go far. There's some scenarios that we're going to look at in a little bit to see how far Italy can go, because I did the predictions on the UEFA.com site, and I found out that if some teams finish in certain spots, Italy can have a very easy way to the semifinal. But that's it, guys. I'm expecting a great tournament. I'm expecting Italy to do well. Can Italy win this tournament? Yes, 100%. They can win this tournament. Are they the favorites to win this tournament? No, I don't think so. So yeah, this is now last thing, guys. As far as Turkey goes, Turkey, a team that has a few players that can create a lot of damage. A player that I think he played in Lille, right? The striker. I might be wrong about that. Correct me if I'm wrong. He won in France. That had a great season. Yeah, Çalhanoğlu. We know Çalhanoğlu very well. A lot of you guys think Çalhanoğlu sucks, but I know he doesn't suck. So Çalhanoğlu can be very, very dangerous. They definitely have players that can hurt Italy. And one thing that you can always expect from Turkey is that they always play with their heart. Turkey is a very patriotic national team, a team that always just plays till the last sweat in their body, till the last drop of blood. So Turkey is always a difficult opponent, no matter who you're playing against. Whether Brazil is playing against Turkey, whether it's Italy, whether it's Germany, Turkey is always going to give you something to fight for. But as far as football goes, we're going to see Italy probably be the more technical side. Italy probably create the more chances. And then we're going to see who has the most heart, and that's it, guys. So all right, so let's see what you guys think about what we can expect and what we cannot expect. All right, hey, what's up, guys? Oh, we got a few comments. Damn. All right, yo, what's up? Gensil DeMello, how you doing? Ciao Roy. Yeah, I tried a different thing, different timing today, whatever, you know. Good midfielder is the key in big matches. Yes, top notch. Yeah, Italy does have top notch mids, you know, with Verratti, Locatelli, Jorginho, Barella, and put what's his name, Pellegrini in there. You definitely have a midfield that can get pretty good. Jesus Roy, get some sleep. What are y'all doing being live so late? I want to go back to see everything you said. Yeah. You know what? I wanted to do this video. I wanted to record it. I said, you know what? Let me just do it live. Whatever. Italy always has heart, bro. Always will. Once Phantom starts, Fratelli d'Italia will see. Yeah, it's true. Italy does have that heart, but you know, some teams might have more heart. Isbor, how's it going? Abatam, good man. Mancini has been so impressive with his rotation. I trust him to read the match and get us to at least to quarterfinals. The rest come down to the players themselves to step up. And yes, guys, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. We're going to do the last half an hour of this stream about the quarterfinals, the next stage. I'm going to go to the UEFA website, to the predictor, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Roy, how about the RossonARI TV Euro Fantasy League? Have you managed to create it? I think I'm going to do it. I was looking at it. I think it'd be a fun thing. Now, the problem I have with the fantasy thing is that for me, it's very difficult to support other players, man. It's very difficult. But if we do it, it's going to be today, and we'll see. Here, I'm telling you, Italy have a great squad to win this tournament. Yeah, they have a great squad, and they could well win the tournament for sure. Immobile needs to turn up. He definitely needs to turn it up. If he doesn't, then nothing is going to happen. If Immobile score at least 5 goals, it will go to semi or finals. Yeah, I think that's a good assessment. Agree. It might even go all the way onto the semifinals or finals. All depends on the players. Yeah, for sure. In the process of moving, settle in. Super excited to all the continental competitions to come and rooting for RossonARI players from individual nations. Exciting. It is very exciting. We're going to see, speaking of players, we're going to see a lot of players that then we can kind of see, hey, man, maybe we should get this player and bring this guy to Milan. I'm sure that all the scouts are going to be out. Italy is winning this tournament. Well, we will see. We'll see. 25% of me wishes Calabria could play in this tournament. 75% of me is happy is taking time to heal for next season. Yeah, and I think if Calabria did not have that problem where we had to do a surgery, which was the right thing to do, he would definitely be in this team, maybe even as the starter. Verratti, Barella, and Jorginho said that midfield guys there, Verratti, Barella, Jorginho. We are talking about a high level midfield. Now the thing is, if I think of, for example, France, right? They have Kante, Pogba, all right, just those two players. I mean, maybe I think it's safe to say those two players probably deserve more. Like they're better than this trio right here. But on the day, anything can happen on the day. And let's get into those predictions soon. We're going to talk about those predictions in a bit. That's going to be the next part of the live, and then I'm going to shut it off. And I'm going to start to do these lives at different times, whatever. Hey, guys, don't forget to like stream. It really helps in regards to YouTube. Oh, thank you, Joseph. Thank you, man, guys. Please like the stream. Please subscribe. I know a lot of you guys are not subscribed. We don't have many viewers tonight, but I really appreciate everybody that is here. If any of you that is here right now, you're listening and you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. Help us get to the 2K mark as soon as possible. Everyone knows Insigne will not cut inside, will cut inside. But still, it's very difficult to stop him like Robben. Yeah, exactly. Insigne is a player that when it comes to the way he plays, it's quite predictable at this point. But the thing is that his ability to play in space and manipulate space, like you can't get to him. It's like, it doesn't matter. I know how you play. The thing, you're always going to be too far for me to reach at you. Well, let's hope he brings it. Right now he's on fire, so let's hope he brings it and shows it. Insigne will be on fire. I'm excited for our front three. It's our CBM we're about. They're a bit seasoned out. That's a good point. Chiellini, Bonucci, we are talking about players that are above the 33, 34 mark. I believe that's where they are, 33, 34, or 34, 35. I'm not sure. I mean, when you have a player like Lukaku, a player that is very physical, very fast, in the top of his physical form right now, 27, 28, it's going to be difficult physically to stay on these players. And that's the thing. Central defenders need to be physical. It's a big part of their game. Now, there's a big misconception when it comes to age and thinking that you lose strength. That is not true. Actually, when you're an athlete and you're competing, if you're 33, 34, you're stronger than a 27-year-old, than a 28-year-old. You're stronger. So it is not true that because you're 27 and 28, you're stronger than a 30-year-old. That's not true. Your muscles are still growing. You're still developing at that age. If you're still athletically going, the problem is that at that age, the problem is more so like the nagging injuries, the cartilage, and those kind of things make you lose a step. The wear and tear. And then it starts to really show. But as far as muscles go, and as far as your body is more developed at 33. You're bigger, you're stronger than a 27-year-old. The problem, it comes down to what I was saying, and the wear and tear and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, Chiellini, Bonucci, a lot of wear and tear there. It's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult for them to be very strong. Now, for example, Delete, right? Young, the guy still his body is still in top-notch form. You have the French midfielders, the German midfielders, all these people. Like, yeah, when it comes to the older players, that's the problem. Good spot. You're definitely very true what you said there. Milan only have 3 players playing in the Euros. That would change for next year World Cup. Hope we have more players. Really, that is crazy. Only 3 players, huh? That is really crazy. Only 3 players. That's not good at all. Maybe it's good for us. Hey, guys, actually, it is good for us. Let's keep our players out of the limelight as long as possible, because with the financial situation that we're going through right now, it's best that no one knows about our players. Okay, because we know that Leonardo knows everything about our players. Leonardo looking at the Milan universe like a hawk, and already he's pissing me off because he wants Kessi, he wants Theo Hernandez. The guy knows who the players of AC Milan are, the ones that are going to create the damage. And but nobody else does. Nobody else really does. So good thing that they're out of the limelight. All right, guys, a few more comments, then I'm going to move on to the second section of the stream. Joseph Piabate, 4-3-3 in a tournament is a strong formation. Yeah, definitely. Sometimes experience doesn't matter a lot. Look at Pep in Portugal, but yeah, I would prefer one young and experienced center back. Yeah, and we have Bastoni, who is very young. Acerbi, not young. Still upset Keane wasn't picked. Now, Keane, that's a good subject to talk about. Keane, I thought it was kind of a surprise that I thought it was a big surprise that Keane was not picked and Raspadori was picked. Now, I've heard things that it had to do with transfer market stuff with Everton and problems there. Raspadori, a lot of talk about Raspadori. Now, there's some people say that it's behavioral issues, discipline issues. I have not seen this from Keane. I've never seen. I don't think I've seen that kind of behavior coming from Keane. But the fact that Keane is a player that has European experience and was not chosen could be something of a problem there. Because already, if you told me our strikers were Immobile, Belotti, Keane, I'd be like, okay, not the best, but good. Immobile, Belotti, Raspadori, I mean, that's big difference. Raspadori, a player that just emerged, playing at Sassuolo, had a few goals here and there. But we don't know this player because I guess we don't see him, right? I'm sure Mancini looks at his players, and if he's playing in the Serie A at such a young age, it probably means something. Let's see if we'll only find out if that was the right choice or not. Still upset. Yep. Okay, agreed. Need Hakan to get back his form and showcase his talent. There's no good opportunity other than Euros to do that. Rebic just loves international tournament. Kiar, Vawar. Yeah, those are 3 players. Rebic, Kiar. All right, guys, 3 more minutes, then I'm moving on to the next one. I like how you started Berardi over Chiesa. He has been it's not me. I did not start Berardi over Chiesa. This is what it looks like is happening, Mr. Dilla. Berardi is the player that is right now in that spot. Not Chiesa. Verratti will start. Yeah, for sure. Verratti, Jorginho, Barella is the midfield. We still have Sensi coming in. So our midfield right now is Locatelli, Verratti, Jorginho, Barella, Sensi, Pellegrini. Man, that's a really good midfield. That's an extraordinarily good midfield. Wonder if Mancini will start Bastoni as well. Is Mancini in the tournament? I think he is. Yes, I think he is. Okay, so we do have some other young players. Italy is one of the best. Yeah, for sure. Italy, maybe in the top 3 as far as midfield. And that's where, and also, well, no, just there, I think we're in the top 3. Good on you, Roy. Start to get concerned when multiple sources claim Italy to be the dark horse. We should still chill on expectation when everyone says something before tournament. It doesn't usually. Yeah, guys. For sure. Good on you, Roy. Yeah, I read that. It doesn't normally come true. Yeah, guys. I mean, look, as far as my experience in following these tournaments, and to me, the international tournaments have always been the tournaments that have given me the most emotions. When Italy played in 1990, I will never forget that. That will stay with me forever. The first time I remember seeing images of Italy playing earlier than that, but I don't really remember games, the experience in the games, kind of like Milan. I remember Milan in the late 80s, but I don't remember the games. I remember Gullit, his long hair. I have an image in my mind that is stuck in my mind. There's Gullit, and he had the white shirt in the final, and but I don't remember the games. But in 1990, I remember the games. I remember the Argentina game. Man, that killed me. That crushed me. Italy was so good then. Then the 94 World Cup, I'll never forget that one. I'll never forget that one. That was an emotional roller coaster. The 98 World Cup was a big disappointment. 2002 World Cup was a big disappointment. 2006 World Cup. Now, this is going to sound arrogant. For me, the 2006 World Cup, I was so sure we were going to win it because it was just such a simple mathematical equation. We had six best players on the pitch, and a lot of the other players were amongst the best. The other team that was similar was France and Brazil, but we had the edge. So when Italy won, I wasn't even surprised. I was like, yeah, I knew this was going to happen. In 2010, I thought Italy was going to do much better, but instead Vera was completely wrong. In 2006, I completely nailed it. I would have told you before the tournament started, I would have told anybody, yeah, I'm 100% into Italy is going to win. In 2010, I thought Italy was going to do much better, and I was totally wrong. Italy completely was awful, just disgusting. The worst Italy I'd ever seen. Then 2014, that was Italy in Brazil, right? That was a Brazilian tournament. And I didn't have much hope there. That's when I started to lose hope in Italy. 2018, Italy, how the fuck are you going to get, what was his name, the coach there? I can't remember his name. Playing a 4-2-4, like Italy playing a 4-2-4. Like, are you stupid? Like, you're literally taking all the DNA out of Italy. Like, Vera was right. I was like, Italy's not even going to make it to the World Cup if you play a 4-2-4. Can you guys in the chat remind me his name? The coach, the 2018 coach. Remind me his name, guys. He was trash. You want to talk about trash? Yeah, he was definitely trash. Playing a 4-2-4 with Italy? Are you crazy? Like, who the hell would do that? Ventura. That's exactly who it was. I mean, it's like you have, like, for example, you have Barcelona. Shit, I'm going too long with this. I'm going to go to the next thing. Well, okay, you have what's his name? Barcelona. You have Messi. You have Suarez, and you have Neymar, and you play a formation where Suarez and Neymar are in the bench. Ventura literally squeezed the DNA out of Italy. A 4-2-4. Italy will never be a 4-2-4 team. Never. You can try. You can have all the best Italian players that have ever existed. You put them in a 4-2-4, it will never work. That's not Italy's DNA. It will never work. So 2018, I knew that was going to suck, and it did. Now we're coming up to the 2022. I think that Italy is getting better. The generation coming next looks like shit, to be honest with you. It doesn't look good at all. I think Italy lost so much ground. But I'm confident in this team that could possibly go far. And this team definitely, as I said earlier, when it comes to the first 14, 15 players, we're talking about an elite team. And the difference is that this team does not have established best players, and other teams do. And those teams, not only they have best players, but they have a much more depth. But that doesn't mean anything. All right. Okay. And guys, a few more comments, then I'm going to move on to the next segment. Lukaku interests me because he was a flat track bully at United and couldn't score against the top teams. I think 3 goals in 18 games. Is he like this now, or could Lukaku turn into... Well, I mean, if Lukaku does what he did in the Serie A, then Lukaku potentially could be the best player of the tournament. Lukaku could potentially be the top scorer of the tournament, best player in the tournament. He was the MVP of Serie A. He was the best player of the Serie A season. According to the Serie A. So Now that, okay, you can argue, well, that doesn't mean he was the best in Premier League, La Liga, whatever, Bundesliga. But yeah, Lukaku potentially could be the best player of the league if everything goes Belgium's way. 100%. International tournament like World Cup or Euros really suits the experienced players, I feel, and Italy have been doing it with old and experienced players. Yeah, that is true. These are it's a mixture of both, Eastburn, because remember this. Remember, the difference between an international football tournament and, for example, the Serie A, the Premier League, is that the Serie A is a marathon, while these tournaments are sprints. In a sprint, you need people that can run, people that can run at you, that can give everything they have for those 90 minutes. So you kind of need both. If you have both, you're good. If you have that experience and you have physical ability to run up and down, yeah, very good. All right, a few more comments, then I'm going to move on to the next session. Sansi is injured. Pessina is his replacement. Okay, well, if Pessina is his replacement, now I've not read that. I was looking at the UEFA website. Is that official? Can you confirm to me that is official? What do you think of Bernardeschi? I like Bernardeschi. I think he's very good. Bernardeschi, unfortunately, plays in a team where they don't really play his style. Like, for example, Bernardeschi is good in a 4-3-3 or good in a 4-4-2. But mostly in a 4-3-3. Bernardeschi can play in a 4-3-3, and Bernardeschi is a player that, you know, can start in this area and then can move in the middle. Bernardeschi can play all around. The problem with Bernardeschi is that he doesn't have much continuity in Juventus, so we haven't seen him, enter a form of fire. But if Bernardeschi, you get him to play every Sunday and every Wednesday, he's on the pitch, he becomes the most valuable player in your team after 2 or 3 weeks. And but unfortunately with Juventus, you have a lot of players like that. Okay, Berna is trash. Should have been Politano. Now, the reason why, okay, Bernardeschi, Politano. So a lot of people have been complaining about the Politano-Bernardeschi thing. Bernardeschi maybe is more complete than Politano. Bernardeschi can come and defend and also can score. Politano, for example, is not very good when it comes to defending. So I think that's what Mancini is looking at. And guys, remember, Bernardeschi is a player that if you give him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games in a row, the guy he has what it takes to make the team his own. All right. Okay. Yeah, for sure. And because in Italy, they give him a much more space, much more fiducia, they say in Italian, confidence in him. All right, guys, let's go to UEFA.com and let's go to the predictor. We're going to go to the second part of this stream. We're going to talk about that. Okay. Games. Get rid of this. All right. Where is this? Where's this stupid game that I was playing the other day? Where to watch the Euros? No. All right, we're going to go to the next part of the stream. We're going to talk about the prediction. Here we are. Slow ass internet. I got to do something about that, guys. Soon I have this awesome idea, guys. Soon when the upgrade is going to be unbelievable. Green screen graphics, 3D animations. you're going to have to wear the 3D goggles when you watch this show, but give it time. Give it time. It's all in due time. All right. Match predictor. No, which one was it? This one here. Tournament predictor. All right. Okay. Come on, internet. Come on, internet. Do your thing, internet. Guys, can you believe it? I live in freaking California and my internet is just shit. How is that possible? This is where they invented. Didn't the internet come from here? From California? Freaking, what's it called? Try as guest. All right, here we go. All right, now we can start. The green screen is crucial. Look at expressions oozing as benchmark. What is that? Is that expression? Okay. So he's not okay. All right, let's do this. All right, so guys, I've already done this. These are my predictions based on paper. Okay, guys, so second part of the stream starts in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. The predictor. All right, Group A. So again, we're going to go on paper. What do we have on paper? Italy in Group A is the team on paper with the most quality. Then here, I think Turkey is the second team with the most quality. When it comes to Switzerland and Wales, it's a close call. Wales has a top player in Bale. Switzerland may be more complete than Wales. This is a toss-up. It's a coin toss. So let's just go with Switzerland and Wales. I do have a coin here, though, in case we need to do coin tosses, but I think that is fair. Italy, Turkey. Now, again, this is just paper. What the paper says means nothing. We're just going to go on paper, and then we're going to switch things around. So on paper here, we have Belgium first. Belgium being the #1 ranked FIFA team in the world. So you have to put Belgium there first. Second, I would say Denmark. Denmark always a team with talent. Right now, they have Kjaer, they have Eriksen, two players that have been quite crucial in their respective teams. Then Denmark has a lot of players. Russia, also a very technical team. Maybe you can say this is a coin toss too between Russia and Denmark. I just give the edge slightly to Denmark, put Russia there, and then Finland fourth. So that's Group A. This is Group B. Group C, we have Netherlands, Ukraine, North Macedonia, Austria. Now here again, we're just going on paper right now. We're not doing anything else. On paper, you would have to imagine that the Netherlands, Holland is the best team in this group. And here, maybe this is the least competitive team, competitive group. So you would also have to imagine that the Holland can get results from North Macedonia and Austria. Ukraine maybe is the second most competitive team here. No offense to our friend Aaron, he's Austrian, but I think this is how Group C is going to end. Guys, just going by logics and on paper, no bias crap, nothing like that. Netherlands, Ukraine, North Macedonia, Austria. Again, this here could be a coin toss, but I'm just going to go with North Macedonia there. Let's see. That is a coin toss, though. Okay, Group D. Now, on paper, you have to put England as the favorites for that group. England, a lot of talent, a lot of quality. One of the favorites of the tournament, I would say. Then here, you would have to go with Croatia second. Even though Croatia is a team that plays with less fear, which is a big part of of how you perform. But I would say England here slightly maybe edges Croatia by quite a lot, actually, but not that much. Croatia can beat England on the day. And then here, when it comes to Czech Republic and Scotland, you have to go with Czech Republic. They've been more involved in major tournaments, a team with a little bit more tradition in these tournaments than Scotland, but Scotland could be a dark horse in this group, who knows. So we're just going to go like this. And again, when it comes to the third and fourth position, you'd have to say that it's a coin toss a lot. All right, Group E. Spain, Poland, Sweden, Slovakia. Now, Spain, obviously the best team in this group. You can't really deny that on paper. So that's an easy choice. Now, when it comes to second, third, and fourth, this is kind of a coin toss again. I gave the edge to Poland because they potentially have the next Ballon d'Or winner. Or a player that a lot of people are saying he should win the Ballon d'Or. So Poland, potential second. Or it can be Sweden. Sweden also a team that, they had a decent generation in the under-21s that did well. So it could be Sweden. Let's give the edge to Poland. And when it comes to Slovakia and Sweden, we're going to give the edge to Sweden. And I think this is, on paper, this is fair. This is fair to put it that way. Group F, on paper, guys. On paper, I think France, being the favorites of the team, I think France is the best football team right now in the world. So France would have to be number one. Germany, number two, being a team that just has this incredible tradition of just always performing. Like they always perform. Germany is a machine. They are oiled machine that just regenerates itself, perpetual motion. If football had a version, if football had the formula of perpetual motion, basically the ability to regenerate and just continue forever, is Germany. So you would expect Germany to be the second here on paper. Portugal, a team with a lot of talent, guys. This group could be any. It could be maybe Germany first. The 1, 2, 3 here is interchangeable. It's interchangeable. So let's just go with logistics. France, Germany, Portugal, and then Hungary, unfortunately, is going to get fourth. Very difficult for Hungary. All right, so now we go to the three of the four here. The four of the third places. So what do we have? We have Sweden. So obviously we have to put Portugal in first, you would expect. But again, guys, this rule here, the third, can completely change everything. Maybe North Macedonia could go in and Portugal could go out. It's literally could go like that. But let's just go again. I want to reiterate, we're going by paper, by logistics. So let's go Portugal. Then I would say Switzerland. Then I would say Russia. And then here it's a Czech Republic or Sweden, I would say. It could be one of these three. Coin toss. Let's go with the Sweden. Let's just go with Sweden, guys. No offense to any Czech Republic people. We're just going to go with Sweden there. So, okay, let's do a quick recap. On paper, if everything goes by according to the paper, this is what Group A is going to look like. Group B is going to look like. Group C is going to look like. Group D, Group E, Group F, and the top four. So let's see what that means. What happens next? Okay. Hold on. All right. So that means that you have round of 16, Belgium, Sweden. On paper, you have to go with Belgium. Italy, Ukraine. You have to go with Italy. France, Switzerland. On paper, you have to go France. Croatia, Poland. Now that's a coin toss. Okay, so this is where we do the coin tosses. All right, so let's see. Whoop. Heads, Croatia. Tails, Poland. Heads, Croatia. So Croatia goes through. Spain, Russia. We have to give it to Spain. England, Germany. At this stage, on paper, it's difficult to say. Again, this has to go to the coin. England, Germany. Let's go to the coin. Heads, England. Tails, Germany. We got heads. England goes through. Now, that's most likely Germany's going through there based on history and tradition. Netherlands, Portugal. Portugal definitely gets the edge here, but I think this one also can go to a coin toss. And heads, Netherlands, tails, Portugal. We got tails, so Portugal goes through. Turkey, Denmark, another coin toss. And let's see. Heads, Turkey, tails, Denmark, heads, Turkey. All right. On paper, Belgium, Italy. Now, on paper, I say Belgium goes through. So I'm just going to go Belgium here. France, Croatia. France, on paper, I say France. Spain, England. Here on paper, I say Spain. Let's go here. Portugal, Turkey. Let's go there. Spain, England. Let's go to the coin toss. Okay. Wait, let's do this again. Hup. Oh, wait, I didn't say Spain. Okay, let's see. All right. Heads, Spain. Tails, England. Tails. England goes to the semifinals. Actually, just for the sake of it, let's do this one too as a coin toss. Belgium, Italy, just for fun. Let's see what happens. Okay, heads, Belgium. Tails, Italy. Heads, Belgium. It goes the way it goes. All right, so now Belgium, France. I give it to France. England's Portugal. This is a coin toss, but because I think England has a very good team this year, let's go with the coin toss, even though I think Portugal is forward. Let's see. Whoa. Wait, hold on. I didn't. Okay. Heads, England. Tails, Portugal. We got heads, England. England to the final. And England, Portugal to the final. No. Hold on. Where is the rest of this? Why isn't it making me do? Okay, so it's between England and France. We give it to France. France wins the tournament. All right, so this is going by paper, maybe coin tosses, luck here and there. So let's see what happens if certain things happen on this stage of the tournament. Guys, I only give a shit about Italy, okay? So I'm just going to put it in the sense of in the sense for Italy to go as far as possible. So one thing I discovered is this, that if everything goes by here on paper, and let's say Belgium starts slow and Belgium comes second, guys, look at how different this tournament changes for Italy. All right. We have Denmark, Sweden. It's a coin toss. Let's just say Denmark. Italy, Ukraine. Then Italy, Denmark. You have to go on paper. That's an easy way to get to that semifinal. If Belgium comes second, Italy comes first. Italy needs to come first in their group, because if Italy comes second or third, then they have to face this side of the brackets. This side of the brackets looks nasty as fuck. I do not want to be part of this side of the bracket. You got England, Germany, Netherlands, Portugal, Turkey, Belgium, and it could be Netherlands, Germany, or England, or England, or whatever. And here it could be, and France here could be freaking Germany or Portugal. So one of those three teams has an easy access also, according to the brackets, if everything goes by on paper and Belgium comes second, and then Italy, France in a semifinal. I'll take it. I'll take, like, Italy, when they get to a semifinal, they're a tough motherfucking team to beat. Italy is tough shit to beat. When you're in the semifinal, that's one of Italy's strengths. We talked about DNA, we talk about genetics. The further you go, Italy, the stronger they become, and even the best sometimes can't get them. And Italy can produce a miracle here. If Italy were to face France in an earlier stage, I would say something different. But here in a semifinal, I would go for Italy, and I wouldn't even be biased about it. It'd be a logical solution based on just statistics and history. So So that's something I've discovered that is quite interesting for that could favor Italy. But let's look if this happens. If Italy don't reach first and they go second, and here pretty much everything stays the way it is. Maybe you can think Croatia could finish first there. Here it doesn't matter. Let's say Germany goes first, Portugal second, France third, and let's keep that way. So we put France and we put Turkey here. Let's see what happens. But remember, Italy is second. So again, now Italy is not in this bracket anymore. Italy is all the way down here. And you have Italy, Denmark, which you can say is a fairly easy game. But right away, you have Netherlands or France. In this part of the competition, I don't have the same confidence I have as if France and Italy were playing here. And this team could be either France, could be Portugal, or could be Germany. So these are different solutions, different things that can happen. The best thing to happen, honestly, is that Italy comes first. Italy has to, Mancini has to really think this through. These 3 games are probably more important than the games that happen afterwards. And if our buddy Chiara can stop Lukaku and they can come first, then guys, I'll show you again. This is an easy peasy way to the semifinals, because you got Ukraine there, let's say Sweden, and you got Italy there, and here you got England, you got Germany. Let's go with Germany or England. Italy, Germany. Italy has their number. Italy has always had their number. Italy, England. Again, Italy always strong in those semifinals, but so is England. So that's going to be, it's imperative that Italy come first if they want to avoid the big teams fast. All right, a few more different solutions. If Italy come third and they get, let's say everything else goes by what the paper says, Italy comes third. Let's go with, honestly, these 3, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. So let's say Italy, Portugal. Okay, and let's see. So we have Belgium, Sweden, Turkey, Ukraine, Germany, Italy right away. Germany, Italy right away. Now, I don't have the same confidence of now against Germany. The thing about Germany is that because of the style, it comes down to genetics, right? Football genetics. The style of Italy just is like this kryptonite for Germany for some reason. Like Germany just cannot figure out how to beat Italy in these competitions. I mean, they have very rarely, but it's just such a weird formula, when it comes down to the styles and the traditions and the way that the people are in these different countries. It just seems like Italy is a kryptonite for Germany. But in this part of the tournament, this is difficult. This would be a coin toss at this point. I can't tell you. I wouldn't be confident of Italy going through. But so again, it comes down to what happened when again, guys, I'm just talking about Italy. If you want me to talk about other teams, I will do that too. But I'm just talking about Italy for now. It's imperative that Italy comes first. If Italy come first and everybody else does what they need to do, this is what it will look like. And so yeah, we did this earlier. Belgium, Italy. Now let's talk about this fixture here in the quarterfinals. Belgium has a top striker. They have very creative wingers. Their defense is okay, I think. Their fullbacks are okay. Guys, if you have any big names you can remind me of as far as their fullbacks are. The goalkeeper, one of the best. And then they have De Bruyne, potentially the best midfielder in the world. So they have one of the best for sure. For sure, De Bruyne. Lukaku, definitely one of the best too. So they have that advantage over us. The advantage they have is only maybe one player, De Bruyne. But that one player can make the difference. As far as the rest of the team, I think we're pretty even. Maybe we edge them a little bit more in other areas. Maybe they have a little bit more experience and depth. But if you guys can remind me who the fullbacks are. Do you guys know? Hold on. Let me get rid of this comment here. I should have gotten rid of this comment a while ago. Tielemans, okay. De Bruyne, Castagne, okay. Yeah, all right. These are not names that put fear in me. I mean, De Bruyne doesn't even put fear in me, to be honest with you. The player that I think can create problems is Lukaku for sure, because he's on fire right now, and he's doing excellent. Anyway, let's get back to it. So when it comes to Belgium, Italy, yeah, you on paper, just because they have the best midfielder and we don't have anybody in our team that we can say is the best in a certain position, on paper you have to give it to Belgium. But on the day, remember, in these kind of tournaments, what dictates is luck. One of the things is luck, heart, brain, and feet. Sorry. In a quarterfinal, all teams are going to give their heart, their brain, and feet. It's a boxing match. You just have to give a slight edge to Belgium, but Italy could win for sure. Italy could win and could go far. Okay, but again, guys, I don't have the same confidence I had in 2006. Yeah, Martins, Hazard, as I said earlier, they have very strong wingers, creative wingers. But we have creative wingers as well. So, Insigne for me is better than both those two players, Hazard and Mertens. So Hazard, I mean, has been lost for a long time. Mertens, we know Mertens. He plays with Insigne. Insigne is a cap. Insigne is Mertens' captain. So Insigne, when it comes to that area of the football field, I'm very confident. We are very good there. Belgium are bottlers in international tournaments. Traditionally, yes. You can say that for sure. Yeah, traditionally, yes. So since we're here and we look at different scenarios that can happen in the tournament, let's see if let's just see, is there a team in particular? Vertonghen, okay. They run with Castagne from Atalanta and Nadir Challi as their potential wingers. Vertonghen, okay. They have fullbacks as much as Italy quality have. Yeah, fullbacks, okay. I don't think Italy has special fullbacks. I do think Spinazzola is going to surprise a lot of people. A lot of people have no idea who this player is, and they're going to be like, damn, this guy's a baller. But yeah, if you tell me that they are similar, I believe that. I don't think Italy is super up there when it comes to fullbacks. When it comes to central defenders, you would imagine that Italy is maybe in the top 3 of this tournament when it comes to central defenders. If you guys can think of other teams that have very good central defenders that are better than Italy, I know, like for example, France has Varane, Umtiti. Who are the defenders of France? Varane is I think the best defender in the world, because every time he plays a tournament, he wins it. But I'm sure Germany has very good defenders. I'm sure Belgium has very good defenders. I'm sure England, okay. I think England might have good. Portugal, yeah. Portugal is a team that is quite complete. Portugal is a team that is very complete. For example, Cancelo is definitely one of the best fullbacks of the tournament as far as technique goes, as far as ability goes. They have the midfield that is very strong. They have a lot of players. The Portuguese right now do have a very strong generation coming up that is looking very good. Kimpembe from PSG. Okay, Cancelo, Pepe, Diaz, Mendes. Yeah, so Portugal very good. Offensively complete. The midfield also pretty strong, very strong. So let's say Portugal is definitely up there in the top 3. Need Italy to prove to the national. The Italian national team at left back spot will be secured. Need Italy to provide what? Need Italy to provide Teo, the Italian national. Oh, yes, yeah. I get what you're saying, Lisbon. Yeah. I would do that in a heartbeat. I'd give him the Italian passport right away, for sure. But Spinazzola is similar to Teo. As a matter of fact, I said that if we were ever to sell Teo Hernandez, the next guy in line I would get would be Spinazzola. I have said that. But Teo Hernandez definitely a step above Spinazzola for sure. Central defenders. When it comes to the goalkeeper, I think we are definitely in the top 5 for sure. For sure in the top 5 when it comes to the goalkeeper. For sure in the top 5 when it comes to the goalkeeper. Let's go to this other game here, actually. Let's go to, where was it? The fantasy. So we see the players of the tournament, and we can judge who are the best players of the tournament. Di Lorenzo is the Napoli players, they're good. They're definitely good. The biggest problem that we have is the striker. All right, guys, as you can see, my internet taking its time. Okay, so these were the players that I had already identified, that if I were to do my fantasy football team, this is what it would look like. Let's see. Quite interesting. 5-4-2, 4-4-2. Well, let's go with the 4-4-2, just for the sake of this exercise. And let's get rid of all these players here, and let's just do this all over again. And let's see. Actually, let's do this one together. Let's do this one together. All right, let's start with the goalkeeper. Let's do this a voting system. Democracy. Who is the best goalkeeper of the tournament? So let's see who our options are. Let's see. So I'm going to include myself as a vote. According to the exercise, it's the Finnish goalkeeper is what? Really? So Donnarumma second, Courtois third. Why would this Finnish goalkeeper? Is this a goalkeeper that plays in a big team that I don't know of? All right, so you have Szczesny, Patricio, Lloris, Neuer, Schmeichel, Donnarumma. Okay, I would go with Donnarumma as or Courtois or Donnarumma. For me, it's either Neuer, Courtois, Donnarumma. Okay, let's bring it down to 2. Let's go with Donnarumma. Shit, man. Okay, for me, it's one of these 3. What do you guys say? So we have Donnarumma as 1. Okay, guys, give me more options. Give me more. This is the Finnish goalkeeper for Leverkusen. So I'm going to go. So we have 1 Donnarumma. I'm going to go with Donnarumma 2. What do you guys say? Let's get some players in. Roy, they pick him because he's cheap. It's a fantasy thing. Oh, okay. All right. Got you. Okay. So, guys, let's help me pick this team. Who are the best players of this tournament in these positions? I'm going to go with Donnarumma. If I don't get any answers in the next 5 seconds, I'm just going to go with Donnarumma. 5, 4, 3, Rui Silva. Okay, so I have 1 Donnarumma. I have 2 Donnarummas. That includes me. 1 Rui Silva. I am going with Donnarumma. Donnarumma is the goalkeeper. All right, now we move to left back position. Who is the best left back player in the tournament? Let's see. Who do we have? Take away the goalkeepers. Okay. Shaw, right? Isn't Shaw considered one of the best left backs there is? Walker, Pavard, he's actually very good. Spinazzola. What do you guys think? Let me see. Hernandez, Jordi Alba. You go with Schmeichel. So Cancelo, let's put him on the right. Cancelo on the right. So we have a Jordi Alba. Yeah, Jordi Alba. I'm going to go with Jordi Alba too. Alaba also. Guys, Cancelo, we're going to keep him for the right. We're talking specifically the left. Well, actually, isn't Alaba right as well? I'm going to go with Jordi Alba. I think that's the best decision right there. I agree with that, Jordi Alba. Lucas Hernandez, Theo Hernandez's brother. Yeah, he's also quite good. Okay, let's go with Jordi Alba. Is he even here? Where is he? Oh, hold on. They have him. Maybe they have him in a different position. Oh yeah. Okay. There you go. Jordi Alba. All right. Central midfield. Central defenders. So we have. Let's see. We have Diaz, Delete. Yeah, one of the best. Kjaer. You have Rudiger. You have Pepe, Chiellini, Bonucci. Well, Bonucci. Okay, so this is left central defense. I would go with Delete. So my best. Kjaer is on the right though. I would go. Okay, my choice is Delete. What do you guys say? Let's see. So we have a Ruben. Okay, we have two Diaz for here. We have two Diaz. So Diaz right now is winning this competition. England have okay, yeah. I've heard that England has very good fullbacks. Arrivederci, Roy. It's too late for me, but I hope you have a good night, and we'll catch you all next stream. Yes, 100%. And this stream is going to be ready tomorrow for anybody's personal viewing. All right, so I think this Ruben Diaz guy is definitely in the lead right now, so we're going to give it to him. Ruben Diaz. My option would have been Delete, but this is a democracy, so we're going to go by vote. All right, next position. My option for this next position is either Bonucci or Kjaer or Delete. Either Delete, Kjaer, or Bonucci. It's one of those three. Let's see what you guys say. Center right. Center right. Do not forget to like this. Yeah, guys, please. Thank you, Joseph. Guys, please like the stream. Please like the stream, subscribe, and do all those good things. Let's go with Delete for center right. Okay. And here for me, it's easy. For me, this is Cancelo. Let's see if anybody opposes that. Okay, you got a Kjaer. I had Kjaer too. Our leader. Okay. So actually then that goes to Kjaer because I had Kjaer too. So now we have two Kjaers. So Kjaer goes in the lead here. What the fuck is... So Kjaer goes in the lead from that position right here. And here, yeah, Cancelo. I'm going to go with Cancelo for sure. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so supposedly that's your best defense according to us right now of this whole tournament. According to me, you in the chat here. So Donnarumma, Alba, Diaz, Kjaer, Cancelo. Looking decent. Let's go to... Okay, midfield. Let's start with this position here. For me, that position is Insigne. That's my player for sure. I think he's the best in that position of the whole tournament. I don't think anybody has a better player than Insigne in that position. Let's see what you guys think. I'm going to go with Insigne there. What do you guys think? Nothing yet. No ideas. I mean, I would definitely go with Insigne there because I know the player really well, and it'd be stupid not to have Insigne there. All right, guys, we're going to go with Insigne in that position. I'm not gonna accept any other answers anyway. It could be Chiesa, but Insigne is a guy. All right, is he even available in this position? Yes, he is. Lorenzo Insigne. All right, central midfield. It's either has to be Kante. One of them has to be Kante. So we might as well put him in there, right? It has to be Kante. Kante, the player that is winning every tournament. Okay, next player here to be maybe the more attacking midfielder. It has to be De Bruyne because he's the best midfielder in the world. So, okay, guys, look at this freaking team. Now, I don't know Diaz very well. I do know Kjaer. If I were to make my own Champions League, oh, guys, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make my own Champions League team. I'm going to show you what my Champions League team would be. All right, so Insigne, Kante, De Bruyne, and then here on the left, guys, give me ideas for the left. Like I know Chiesa. Ooh, Bernardo Fernandez also would have been nice there. Who is a good player there for the left? Foden, he's excellent. Guys, give me ideas for the left. Otherwise, I'm going to go with the guy that I know, which actually I know who I'm going to put on the left. Bada bing, bada boom. Mr. Bale. I mean, can anybody even debate that? No, you can't. You cannot debate that. Bale, definitely your left wing. Insigne, your right wing. Kante and De Bruyne doing all the dirty work. Yes. Okay. We move on to the attack. We only have two options for the attack. So you have Mbappe. For some reason, he's already chosen. You have Lukaku, Kane, Ronaldo, Depay, Lewandowski. Wow, you got lots of players here. Benzema. Man, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. This is a tough one, guys. Maybe this one is going to go to the coin. Let's see. I'm just picking the best team. Maybe fantasy. Maybe fantasy. Maybe we'll do it now. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. But here, who do we put here? Let's see. What did you guys say? Lewandowski, De Prone? Who's De Prone? Benzema, Lewandowski. Guys, what about Lukaku? No Kane, Mbappe, no Mbappe, no Ronaldo. We only have two players for this position, guys. I am going to go, man, how could you not put Ronaldo? Like, it'd be crazy not to put Ronaldo. If you want to put, I think the best, it'd be these three players: Lewandowski, Ronaldo, Mbappe. It'd be these three players. Then comes Lukaku and Kane. But Lukaku also, man, damn, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. Yeah, we gotta put Ronaldo there for sure. Ronaldo for sure. For sure. All right. What about the next player? Who do we put there? This is gonna be the toughest one. Lewandowski, Mbappe, Kane, or Lukaku, or Benzema. Definitely not Immobile. Muller also. Guys, we didn't pick any English players. Maybe I'm sleeping on the English players. So Eastbourne says Ronaldo, Lukaku. For the fantasy, you need to pick 15 players and maintain the 100 million budget. Every player has their own value. Gotcha. Eastbourne says Ronaldo, Lukaku. And Donkey Shot Corazon says Mbappe. Wow. Choices. What choices do we make? Lukaku or Mbappe or Lewandowski? They're all shit. Okay, so we got two Mbappes. We have two Mbappes. Who else do we have? I'm gonna wait a little bit more for this one. We have two Mbappes. And who else? Take Kane. That's one English player. Kane. Okay, so we have three Mbappes, guys. We have three Mbappe. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 3 Mbappes. We have 1 Kane. We have 1 Lukaku. We need speed on the attack. All right, so let's give Mbappe 1 more minute, 60 seconds. And then if we don't change, it's Ronaldo Mbappe for the offense. 50 seconds left to change this outcome. 30 seconds left. I can be the splitter here. I will go with Lewandowski. No, actually, you're right. The Ronaldo Mbappe, but Ronaldo Lewandowski is just really smart, very intelligent, very experienced. Mbappe definitely has the speed. Ooh, this is a tough one. 20 seconds left. This is a tough one. Mbappe, Lewandowski. So we got 2 Lewandowskis. We're going to go Mbappe. Boom. Where is it? Mbappe is the player, the chosen player, that for some reason doesn't show. Maybe I don't have enough money. Is that it? Remaining 14. Oh, I should have enough money. Why doesn't he put him there? All right. Well, it is Mbappe. It is Mbappe. Whatever. The website is going crazy. The website is going crazy. All right, guys. So 20 more minutes, and then we're going to end the stream. It's going to be a quite interesting Euros. Quite interesting Euros. Let's finish these last minutes on AC Milan. How about that? So we spoke enough about the Euros. Let's go to AC Milan news. Oh, give up. All right, that's right. I was going to give you that. Well, it was close. It was close enough. It was no word. Let's go to Milan news for. Let's finish on Milan news, and let's see what. Okay, so as far as Milan news, what we do know, guys, is that Tonali and actually, guys, I think it's only appropriate that if we go to Milan news, we have to change the background. And in 3, 2, 1, boom. Now, ragazzi, siamo il Milan. Boom. Milan news, we change the background. We go to the Milan theme. All right. So let's see what, let's go to latest news. So as far as we know regarding AC Milan right now, Tonali is pretty much a done deal. So Milan have secured the services of Tonali. We have one of the players from the Primavera. Okay, this website sucks. This website freaking sucks. Okay. Let's see. Cristiano Ronaldo would leave Juventus only under one condition. Chelsea are set to bring 25 million by selling defender Fikayo Tomori to AC Milan. Okay, I heard that Diego Dalot exactly is most likely coming back to AC Milan. Milan is going to try to keep this player. Journalist claims Milan could target Arsenal defender. If the journalist claims it, then it's bullshit. Çalhanoğlu rejects pharaonic offer from Qatar. Milan have kept the door open. That should have been decided already. I hope Çalhanoğlu just signs and we get this done with, so we don't have to waste effort on trying to buy a player for a position. Look at that guitar, guys. That was a beautiful guitar. Official spotted in Milan as he waits for Tottenham contract to be signed. Official spotted in Milan. That's probably Conte. Milan and Tonali to continue together. So yeah, Milan have secured. Now, as far as Giroud, the last thing I heard is this: that it looks like this is going to happen, but it's going to happen most likely after the Euros. But it seems as if it's going to happen. Honestly, at this point, the calcio mercato is all just speculation. Oh, wow, look at this. Roy, did you read the news? If Spain team has many COVID cases, they're going to bring in the B team, and Diaz might also have the chance to play in the Euros. That is great. Diaz had an exceptional performance not too long ago. Diaz is another player that is pretty much seems to be secured for AC Milan. So Diaz and Tonali seem to be two players that Milan have secured, and Dalot seems another player they want to secure because he did such a great job in the U21. So it looks like that these three players that were the three youngsters of AC Milan, they are continuing in with the club. It would be nice. I think Dalot is good. I like Dalot. I think that he can grow at Milan. All right. Maldini Masara meet with agent Ramadani. Okay, Ramadani is Giroud's agent, I think. So let's go to that piece of transfer news right there. Okay. Yeah, as far as what I know about Giroud is that they're trying to figure out a way how to get him to AC Milan without Milan paying for it. Now, the thing about Ziyech, I also heard that Ziyech is something that the journalists made up. It's not even true. But there is no links or contacts between the club and this player. This was a thing that the media created out of nothing. So I'm hearing different things. I would like that. Happening Diaz need to get more experience. Yeah. All right, so let's look at this comment here. What does it say? Oh, yes, this was the new, yes, Gensil De Mello. I was going to go right to that. Exactly, I was going to go right to that because this is what it looks like it is. Shot. Okay, so it was confirmed, guys. Did you see this word? Yeah, what the stupid ads, guys. Look at these ads. This shit now is going to create problems with the money, with the 5 cents I'm going to make out of this live. So it was confirmed, guys. Look at the words that they use. Oh my god. Oh my god. It was confirmed yesterday that agent Pietro Chiodi met with directors Paolo Maldini and Ricky Massara Casa Milan. These guys are spying in the trees. And many presumed it would be for talks regarding Milan goalkeeper Ciprian Tatarusano, one of his clients. However, it emerged. Ooh, guys, look at that. It emerged. They choose these words so expertly. So they're so expert at what they do. It then emerged from Daniele Longo from calciomercato.com, of course. Calciomercato.com, a very unreliable source. Milan were offered Razvan Marin, a player that we actually analyzed when Milan played against Cagliari, a player that we know, a player that is he's honestly, he's not, is he that much different from Mate? I think Mate is maybe better than Marin, to be honest with you. Am I crazy for saying that? I mean, Mate would have been a starter in Torino. Cagliari, Torino are pretty much there, the same level. Let me know if I'm crazy to say that Marin and Mate are pretty similar, and it's not that much of an improvement. Maybe I'm crazy. Let me know what you think. Who plays as a central midfielder? And he confirmed tonight that Cagliari president Tommaso Giuliani was in Milan to talk with Maldini and Massara. Guys, look at that word there. Guys, look at that. It was and he confirmed. Daniele Longo confirmed. Now, Milan News are reporting that in the afternoon, the directors Maldini and Massara had a meeting in a well-known Milanese hotel with Cagliari to talk about Razvan Marin, but also had a market summit also with the agent and the prosecutor Fali Ramadani. Milan had been linked with a number of his clients before, such as Nikola Milenkovic and Luka Jovic. Okay. So Razvan Marin is linked. Thoughts? Oh, yeah, we just looked at that. 3 goals, 6 assists this season. Not bad. Not bad for a team that didn't score much, didn't create much. I remember him. I definitely remember him. I did that analysis, Cagliari Milan, and Marin was the midfielder. Yeah, he's honestly, he's not that special. He's a workhorse. He works hard. He's technically is good. He's got a decent number of assists, so he has that in his repertoire. 6 assists is not bad for a central midfielder that is not an attacking midfielder. It's pretty good numbers. This time, Longo has been pretty reliable. He's the first one to report about Magnan signing and Donnarumma leaving. Tomori redeemed, so this season he's the one to watch for. Okay, very good. Good perspective there. Okay, good. So that was an interesting piece of news. Go to other news as we have a few more minutes here. Okay, let's go. Let's go to. What is this? Let's go to latest news. All right. Whoa. Milan hold meeting with agent George Mendes. This just came out right now to discuss the future of Leao. We haven't heard much of Leao. Should we look at this? Is it worth it? Yeah, let's give it a look. Why not? Nandes is good. I remember Nandes. Nandes is actually could be a good solution for our right wing. All right, so we are going to All right, guys, we're gonna go for 7 more minutes, and then we're gonna just end here. Is this anything interesting here about? We have another Longo report. Di Marzio. Well, let's just go to the Sempre Milan website and just do that. How about that? Everything is from Sempre Milan anyway, so maybe that can cut some of this internet crap. Okay, let's see. What does Eastbourne say? Marine would be a good replacement for Meta. He played for Ajax and graduate from the legend George Hagi Academy. Okay. That's good resume right there. Ajax has a very good youth system. And Hagi, a Romanian legend. Those are good. Those are good resume. All right, guys. So let's Milan. Milan and Real Madrid working towards agreement over Brahim Diaz. This is the one. Yeah, we're not. Who cares about that? The law 18 guys, 20 million for the law. I mean, that's a little bit too much. Sky Milan hold new talks with entourage of Chelsea forward. Confidence filters regarding his deal. Journalistic claims Milan could target Arsenal defender if Barcelona links Romagnoli. Romagnoli could be leaving. Milan will buy at least 2 midfielders, one of them likely to be a high-profile player. Okay, this one here interests me. Let's read this one. What do they consider a high-profile player? Let's see. Okay, both Kessie and Benacer are set to miss a few Milan games because of AFCON. Yes. Presuming Tonali stays, the fourth midfielder in the squad is our favorite player in AC Milan, Rade Krunic. According to Daniele Longo, whom has reported on Instagram Live, Milan will at least 2 midfielders in the summer of a high-profile player, a sort of starting 11 player to raise the quality. Wow, okay. Like we're talking about a serious midfielder here. So this is kind of new. That's the first time I hear that Milan is going to get a serious midfielder. Honestly, I think at this point that we have no idea who they're going for. And the reason why they're not telling us the truth about who they're going for and they're quiet about certain players is because if it gets in the news that, for example, let's say Milan has a real target. Let's say Milan's real target is, I don't know, let's say, okay, just an example. Let's say Barella is Milan's real target. If that becomes a real thing, it gets in the news, then a sort of auction can happen. Then Real Madrid comes in, all these guys come in. So I think Milan is keeping everything on the down low secret. All these names are coming in and out. Because, guys, I mean, this is the first time that I, join a channel here, like a Milan channel. And we're in the, it's easy to talk about the soccer games when the season is happening. You can talk about football all day long. You can talk about tactics, technique. You can talk about the players. But now we go into the calciomercato, and I thought about it. Like when I used to live the calciomercato, let's say prior to being part of this YouTube channel, I wouldn't think about it. Like I don't even care. I would switch off. I'm not following every day what Milan is doing. But now I'm kind of forced to because I'm part of this channel, and we have to make sure that we're on top of everything and that we know everything that is happening. So we can we can put out content that is decent, at least that is at least congruent with what is happening. But for example, when I didn't have to do this, the culture, it just goes, and then comes a certain day, you have official news. Oh, look at that. Okay, this player is joining Milan, and so forth, etc. But now that I have to follow this shit every single day, I have learned some things that I thought were true, but now are confirmed. Every fucking day, it's different names. If like today, guys, okay, we're talking about Ziyech, right? Right now, I want to bet. I'm gonna bet this cup of coffee. I'm gonna bet this cup of coffee that next week we're not gonna be talking about this player anymore. It's gonna be someone else. This is what I learned so far. That and also by listening to journalists and listening to people, and now I have to go on YouTube channels of these journalists, of all these people, and I listen to what they do, what they say, and how they do it. It seems to me like when it comes to the calcio mercato, it's all fake, to be honest with you. It's all fake. And what they're really doing in the background, it doesn't come out. It doesn't come out. Now, some things you can think could be true. Like, for example, you could link some things here and there, and you can think that, yeah, maybe that is true because it makes sense. But what I've learned is that what happens on Monday becomes irrelevant on Tuesday. What happens on Tuesday becomes irrelevant on Wednesday. So there's really not. It's just lots of talk, less deals. Exactly, you said it exactly. Lots of talk, and more so than talks, it's distractions. It seems like, like ninjas, right? The ninjas, what they do, they have these smoke bombs that they make a smoke bomb explode here and then they disappear over there. It kind of feels like that. It kind of feels like that's what they do. And this is kind of new to me, something that I've realized. I mean, look, if you're a journalist, it is your job, it is your duty to put out content every single day, because if you don't, how the fuck are you feeding yourself? How are you paying your bills? Again, during the summer, during the Serie A, you're writing about football, you're writing about this game, that game. Journalists are busy. But during this period, the journalists need to create content and they need to put stuff so you can click on it. And that is just, I've realized that is just a big part of this whole charade, right? It's a big part. So what are the things that are real that we know for sure? Tonali is real, 100%. That is pretty much official. If not, we should know in the next few days. Ibrahim Diaz, to me, I think that one is real. I think that one is real. So that should be concluded soon. Ziyech, I don't know. I don't know, because I'm hearing some journalists say that this is for sure happening, but then I heard other people say that I trust, that are very competent, that are saying this is just shit the media is creating. So Ziyech is 50-50. I don't know if this is real. The Berardi thing, at this point, I don't know if it's real, because Berardi was a hot name, 2 weeks ago, and now it just went completely silent. Which makes me think maybe Berardi is real, because it has gone silent. The Papu Gomez thing, to me, feels like because of the connection of the agent with the dad, Papu Gomez's agent is Daniel Maldini's agent. So, reports, journalists were saying that they saw that they had a meeting, that agent and Paolo Maldini. So maybe the Papu Gomez thing is real, or maybe they just made it up. I don't know. The Vlahovic thing, I think, is real, because we know that Pioli likes Vlahovic. We know that Pioli likes Vlahovic, so that is definitely real. But Vlahovic cost a lot of money. Belotti could be real, because Belotti we're silent about Belotti. We're not saying anything. Actually, the last thing I heard about Belotti is that he costs too much. But Belotti is a great opportunity right now, and I gotta say this about the Belotti thing is that, like, if you're a sporting director, like I'm putting myself in the clothes of a sporting director, it's like, how can you avoid Belotti? The guy is at the end of his contract. This is the moment where he will cost the least amount. So Belotti could be real, but maybe not. This is something we're not going to find out anytime soon. Yeah, the Giroud thing. Now they think of Giroud. The Giroud thing seems to be real to me. I think Giroud is real for sure because Ibrahimovic spoke about him, and physically, Ibrahimovic is not well. Milan is worried he could be injured for a long time. Yeah, they need to get 2 strikers, and this is what I've been hearing. They need to get 2 strikers. Tomori, we know for sure. This one is real for sure, and they want to secure Tomori. The Papu Gomez, Suso, Castillo triangle might be real. Çalhanoğlu, I think, is real. I think Çalhanoğlu is real. Like, Milan want to keep Çalhanoğlu because Pioli has said it. Pioli loves this player. And last time Pioli had an interview, he spoke about the players that are key to Milan. Çalhanoğlu was one of those players. He did not put Donnarumma's name. He put Çalhanoğlu's name. I think they want to keep Çalhanoğlu. And if they don't keep Çalhanoğlu, they go to DePaul. I think that is real. I think everything else is kind of bullshit at this point. So a top striker is needed now. We can't rely on Giroud, and Chelsea wanted $3 million for him. Yeah, now, yeah, we definitely need a top guy. We definitely need a top line. Yes, Belotti. I think Belotti is real. I think Belotti is real. I think this. You know why I think Belotti is real? Because nobody's talking about Belotti. Nobody is talking about Belotti. Just Roma. He's linked with Roma. But if Belotti becomes... this is what I'm learning. That if a player like Belotti starts to go in the market, in the news, then an auction starts. And then his price is going to go up. So everybody is just being hush-hush about Belotti. Guys, you cannot think that these teams are not thinking of Belotti. Belotti right now is such a great opportunity for any team in the Serie A. Because if he signs the contract with Torino, then you lose Belotti. He's gone. Then his price is too much. But because it's the last year of the contract, his price is down. He is in a crossroads right now. You have to think that all the big teams in Italy are thinking about Belotti. There's no way. There's absolutely no way that these teams are not going after Belotti. No way. There's no way. Impossible. So Belotti has to be something that is happening, and the fact that the media is just completely quiet about it has to be. It has to be. Guys, if you work in football and you have an opportunity like that and you don't try and get it, then there's something wrong with you. So Belotti has to be real. 1 year left in his 1 year left in his contract. What a steal! Yeah, exactly. It's a steal. And guys, I'm sure Inter are looking at Belotti because if Lautaro is leaving, Belotti, Lukaku. Damn, are you kidding me? You want to put a Belotti, Lukaku up there? Holy shit! Then you have Juventus are looking for a striker. Morata, might not be there. Of course, they're thinking about Belotti. Lazio's thinking about all of these. Roma, all of these teams are thinking about Belotti. So the last thing I heard about Milan and Belotti is that Milan said, because this is true. This is definitely true. There was a meeting between journalists and Milan, whatever. I think yesterday or 2 days ago. And the word about Belotti is that Milan said, no, we're not even thinking about Belotti. It costs too much. The way what I'm learning about how the calciomercato works, that to me means, yeah, he's a target that we're going for. Because if you say yes, if you go in the news, in the media, and when you have Paolo Maldini say, yes, we are going for Belotti, then that creates a whole crazy wave of media and rumors, and that just can totally ruin an operation like that, because then it just creates puts too much attention on it. I think all these guys, the operations they're doing everything is in the close, everything is in the dark, and you would have to think that Belotti is definitely a target they're seriously going for. All right, let's see what else we have here. UEFA rules potentials and passing. The key reasons why keeping Tonali makes sense for Milan. Yeah. Okay, so speaking about Belotti, we do have here 18 hours ago. Roma serious about landing 30 million Milan target. Okay. AC Milan may soon see their striker wish list shortened by one, as Roma are serious about signing Andrea Belotti this summer, according to a report. When I say according to a report, now this here, when it says according to a report, you see, to me, that tells me that this could be an invention. Let's see. Belotti has been blah blah. Yeah. Okay. According to the latest from Goal, okay, it is Roma who are ready to make a move for the international Belotti after head coach Jose Mourinho approved him as a transfer target. Now, guys, remember this, and we covered this. We definitely covered this. Remember when Mourinho came to Roma, right? And I did this whole presentation. I mean, we did a live, and it was in one of the reports. I showed you, like, I think Mourinho came to Milan May 5th. May 5th is when the news of Mourinho going to Roma came out. And I was showing you that Roma page of all Roma news. I showed you May 4th, May 3rd, May 4th, and then I showed you May 5th. Nobody out of thousands of outlets in the world, nobody, not one thing, not one peep, not one whisper, nobody knew Mourinho was going to Roma. And I showed you guys that. I showed you all the news of May 4th related to Roma, and then I showed you the news of May 5th. All of a sudden, of course, everybody was writing about Mourinho to Roma, but nobody knew the day before, the weeks before, or whatever. And as soon as the news of Mourinho came out, then they linked all the players, and And of course, the media goes crazy when it comes to Mourinho. So I don't. You gotta. You got to think that a lot of these deals are happening in the dark, especially the big deals, the big ones, because I mean, imagine if Mourinho was in the news. It would have been a crazy storm. It would have been a crazy storm of events. But anyway, let's finish reading this. Roma, who are ready to make a move for Italy international Belotti after a head coach Jose Mourinho approved. Like who said like this? This is this right there is the key right there to this article. Okay, read this, guys. This right here is the key of this article. Head coach Jose Mourinho approved. That is the bait right there. That is the bear trap. That is the so-called fake news right there. You see, it's all words, and then you have the bear trap. You step in the bear trap, you're hooked, you click, and now you propagate this news to the rest of the world, and that's how they get you. Like, how do you know he approved him? Like, you would think, like I was saying, yeah, of course they're probably going for Belotti, but this is just like, yeah, you don't know that for sure. To potentially replace Edin Dzeko. Edin Dzeko could be an interesting player that can come to Milan. The report claims that Torino will be looking to recoup around 30 million for their club captain, although Mourinho's side will look to pay significantly less than that amount, in large part because of his contract situation. We should be worried about Roma and Mourinho. They've been keeping quiet, and just like the Mourinho appointment coming out of nowhere. Yeah, exactly. That's a good point, Eastbourne. That is a very good point. He works silently. Maldini we trust. Yeah, guys. I think that's what's happening. It's all in the dark, and we're getting all this. Like, all these sprinkles and colorful news here and there, just to keeping the masses distracted. All right, let's read a few more here. All right, Milan's Romagnoli conundrum, Raiola rebellion, learning from mistakes and a chance for pure profit. Çalhanoğlu rejects pharaonic offer. Milan and Tonali continue together. Real Madrid playmaker happy to rejoin Milan, but does not want option to buy included. What? Okay, this could be interesting. This is interesting. All right, guys, we have some potentially very interesting news here that I did not know. Let's see if this is worth of the headache. And Fonseca going to Tottenham, usually the same. He's going to join the English Roma. Yeah, that is a good parallel there. Tottenham is kind of like the English Roma. All right, guys, listen to this. This is new to me. This is news to me, literally. Both Real Madrid and Brahim Diaz want a potential move back to Milan to be a simple dry loan, according to a report from Spain. According to Diario AS, Brahim is clear about his future. Guys, this is breaking news to me, and I think this could potentially be true. So let's read this one together. Next season, he will play for Real Madrid or Milan, and he's not considering other options. He will either stay and fight for a spot with Los Blancos or spend another year on loan with the RossonARI. Even many teams have inquired. His priority and his dream is to play for Real Madrid, but if that is not okay, there it is. Now, again, this could be the hook and bait, right? The bear trap. But according to his social media, you can say this is true because he has Real Madrid, then AC Milan. So his priority and his dream is to play for Real Madrid, guys. Read that clearly. But if that is not possible next season, then he would be happy to have another spell in Italy. But it all depends on how talks with Carlo Ancelotti go and the sales that take place this summer. He's very excited about Milan's project because they will be in the Champions League, and he feels that the team is prepared even to fight for the Scudetto. But if he moves back to Milan, both he and Real Madrid want a dry loan with no option to buy, despite the Rossoneri's insistence to include one. So according to this report, Brahim Diaz wants to use Milan for another year to gain experience and then join Real Madrid. That changes a lot of things, if that is true. Which honestly we all kind of sensed, right? Like we all kind of sensed that. But that changes a lot of things about how I think. Well, in that case, no. In that case, I would rather go. Well, the thing is that we are forced. We are forced to take this route. But in that case, I don't think that would be the best solution. He's just using us. We're just a piece of meat to him. We're just a piece of meat to him, guys. That's not really what I wanted to read. But even though we kind of all sense that. NR Skeff says a dream signing I would love to see, but not possible, would be Gareth Bale to Milan. Need a lot of money to bring Gareth Bale to AC Milan. A lot of money. Milan trying to close 9 million, 8 ahead of. Okay, so Borussia Dortmund is after this kid here, the Adil kid, Adli kid. Potential swap deal. Milan, Barcelona defender, and vice versa. Not bad. Çalhanoğlu wants to delay decision over Milan renewal. What he has told friends. So here maybe Laert is right. Laert says that Çalhanoğlu wants to push it back as much as possible. While I heard other people say that Çalhanoğlu wants to get this done before the tournament starts. But at this point, the tournament is starting tomorrow. So Laert is probably right on this one. Okay, we read that. Cagliari, yeah. We read that. Okay, all this stuff is stuff we know. Yeah, we know about all of this good stuff here. Yeah, this thing about Milan, this thing about Brahim Diaz, that to me is a big debate, a lot of debate. A lot of debate on that one. Hey, what's up, Skillard? How you doing, Skillard? What's going on, my man? I might do lives at different times. I wanted to do a short live. I wanted to do a live about the freaking I just wanted to do a live about Italy. I'm just going to have to oh shit. Pellegrini got injured, guys. There you go. Italy starts to fall apart. Pellegrini got injured. Castrovilli comes in. Okay, Nesta says he's very confident in Italy. Okay, so a lot of praise for the Turkish national team. Sky wants to get the Serie A, whatever you call them, rights from Dazn. Buffon and Agnelli. Huh. Interesting. Have a dinner between Buffon and Agnelli. The sport has been pushing this Zic thing more so than other Yeah, I wanted to do a video of Italy, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do a live. Fuck it. And then now we're hours and a half in. Let's see what Don Quixote Corazon says. We've seen that Diaz was so emotional when Milan qualified UCL. I don't think so. That I hope so, because if that is true, my feelings about Diaz change quite a lot. My feelings about Diaz change quite a lot if that is true. Internet is being shit right now. I hope you guys can hear me. I hope the audio is fine. Come on, internet, get back. Okay, internet is back. The RossonARI would perfectly fine with 2-year loan with 20 million per shot. Maybe Real will ask for something more. We'll try to insert a purchase obligation to 2023 reports. But okay, all right. Sempre Milan putting out crazy reports. Yeah, guys, I just wanted to do Actually, what I'm going to do is after I'm done with this live, I'm going to download it, and then I'm just going to put out that video on its own. James Madison from Leicester City would be great signing for Milan. Young playmaker, but he would be expensive. Okay. Yours are actually more open than World Cup in terms of anyone being able to win it. I think the Euros are more difficult than World Cup. I don't know if that's what you mean. No player will leave Real Madrid unless they were shit on. I mean, I think you're right, Skillard, honestly, about that. I mean, Real Madrid is, the club every player wants to play for. So let's see what La Gazzetta dello Sport says about Milan. Okay, so Milan could stay with 20 million. So Dalot and Brahim Diaz are working on those two fronts. Let's see. So Dalot, they say, could be another loan, similar situation, but he costs a lot of money, man. Milan Tonali. Okay, so Milan Tonali, yeah, that's pretty much a done deal as far as I know. And then Alcer goes to Brescia. Milan has the option to buy the buyback option. Brahim Diaz. So the thing is that this is saying what Milan wants. It's not saying what Diaz wants. It's saying what Milan wants. The other article we read was saying what Diaz wants. Tonali here. Okay. Interesting. All right. Fucking internet. So let's here. Let's get out. Let's get. All right, let's go for 4 more minutes. 4 minuti. Let's end where we started. Let's end where we started. All right, so this is where we started. This is the team, what to expect. Guys, we're going to probably do a live tomorrow too. So I did this impromptu live. I was like, you know what the hell? I'm going to probably cut it up later. But thank you, everybody that was here. Appreciate it. We will see you tomorrow. Ciao.